Hey folks, I'm Serious JG,
But I'm Zerfall.
and this is Super Shell Monster Story, the game in which the actually trim and fit Poyon is made to look all short and chubby because of my desire to have a widescreen picture. So last time we got Nitro,
Yes.
one of the American Gladiators, the former flagship of WCW, and also something we need for Dynamite.
Yes.
Is this the guy who can like change us all into the crappiest
change
member
all
of
into
our party?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he also has that one ability that for a single or two battles changes one of your people into somebody else, genetic mutation or something, and they turn into somebody that's not in the party right now.
Yeah, because we ended up having like Wolfman running around for a while, and I was actually getting pretty frustrated by the implications of this until we realized that it would wear off after a couple of battles. So it's like, wait, they're gonna make you go back and switch out your party members?
So I think we're good for secret zones in this section, but there's a sort of mirror section on the other side of the whatever room led us to here that we'll have to try to find a mouse.
You know, I was trying to find a mouse today because somehow in the little sub office I work at, I ended up with the only non-optical mouse. I had the rollerball mouse that wasn't working worth crap. So I switched out with somebody who wasn't there, basically because I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't nuts, so that there was something funky with the mouse. And uninteresting story, slightly more interesting. I was overcome by guilt and returned the mouse to their computer before closing out for the day.
Yeah, at work I use. It's weird because it's got a rollerball, but then it's an optic sensor. I use a
Optical rollerball?
trackball.
Are that now? They used to when I was a youngster. Hey, Avatar just reached level 65, by the way. When I was a
Nice.
little one, we used to have this. It's kind of like an inverted mouse. It's like this big piece of molded plastic with a ball on top, and you
Yeah,
move.
yeah, that's like
That's what it is. Is that it,
that's
or?
what it is. But instead of using those little rollers that they normally have up against that thing that you spin around, the more modern ones are a little more ergonomic. So they put that rollerball off to the left or right hand side if you're left-handed. The left-hand side so you can move with your thumb very easily, and then the buttons are all off to the side so that it's not like you
Yeah.
move it with the palm of your hand. And then,
Yeah. No. Back in the day, they're a little big and
ungainly.
chunky, and the thing was in
Yeah.
the middle. But there was a lot of things that they.
But now that it doesn't use those rollers because it's just optical, they can put like, I guess, really smooth bearings in it or something. So like you can spin it and it just like keeps going on its own and stuff. So I find it
Friction-free.
much more comfortable.
Now,
I think you want to head upwise.
welcome back to Retro Talk with Surfing JG.
Although maybe I'm wrong about this.
It's entirely possible.
What?
I, on the other hand, I did not remember at all. I know that there was a robot who was asking for Nitro because he was a total WCW sheep. Back in the day, we had WCW sheeps and WWE lemmings, as they were all on ECW mutants. I remember those days fondly. Back when you would get on message boards to bitch about which wrestling company was better. But there was definitely a robot asking for Nitro, and it was going to make us some explosives. And
He's around here somewhere.
I sure hope so. There was definitely the blue door's locked, so we haven't completed this till we got the blue key. Oh no, monsters.
No, and you don't
first.
need to get the blue key unless you're a completionist.
Yeah, but we are, aren't we?
I believe.
If we don't complete this, then there will be no English language Let's Play that shows it.
That's true.
Although, the flip side of that coin is that we also already know that we missed a bunch of side quests because the fact we were following, we didn't follow it closely enough, or they didn't something.
It might turn out that you can do it.
Oh wow, I don't think I remember this dialogue. I am a survivor of the Ratter tribe that lives in this temple. By the way, I'm really worried about my lost son. I guess we didn't read this dialogue. Never mind, I beg you, if you find my little boy somewhere, please bring him home. Hi, folks. I'm a fucking rat.
That watery place to the right might be the way to the baby mouse, but I don't know for sure.
Get. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of over the random encounters, and it's not really a Supercell Monster Story thing. I don't think there's any SNES RPG, as much as I love SNES RPGs, where I can get all the way to the end before I'm like a little bit over random encounters.
Mm. When you cannot see your way in the tunnels, seek another path. Beep.
Gotcha, dude. See, now this is... I hate these guys.
Slam dunked him.
I know, it's like... It's a really irritating little, Restore all one.
It's interesting that we've gotten powerful enough with our defense, I guess, that he does 1 damage. But if he hits you right after
With
slam
that
dunking,
particular
that
attack,
1 damage
yeah.
is enough.
Oh no! I must have used a spell that heals all status ailments.
Mm.
Heal all.
You want
all.
cure, not heal.
Heal.
No.
Oh, I must have used Restore all one instead of Heal all one. Yeah, Hospin. Hospin.
Mm. This is a hot hospin.
But if he had slam dunked the right guy, or if he had attacked the right guy after that slam dunk, man, we would have been in a bad place.
Yeah.
Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
$50,000 in...
See, it really looks like that's we should be doing something with that watery path.
So go down this way with this little snake mouth river.
Snake! Yep, time kill. That's pretty much what this game's all about. Hey, let's put in another mechanic that will involve the players grinding for the maximum amount of money possible. Let's put a couple of villages where they can build like a bunch of buildings that don't do anything.
Hey, 3 of the buildings do things, and you can build 4 buildings.
One of the buildings does, like, is needed to get one of our shell monsters, but there's like no freaking way you would know that.
But I feel like you probably can't advance the game without him. Like,
no, I think you can, but
really?
I'm wondering if there was a whole manga series this was based on in Japan or something, where like there were little
everyone there would know, you really
yeah.
just...
Of course, you got to build the
they
bar
found him in
and
the
have
anime.
trash out back, because how else are you going to get Koopy to join your party or Poyon? Or I think it's Poyon.
They found him in my town in the manga. Why wouldn't they find him in my town in the... Well, actually, the heroes renamed that town Britannia. It's just translated improperly.
Or you could have like the fan subtitles that came out before Funimation got a hold of it, where it's phonetically spelled Japanese names instead, like Roku or something. Not Go. Well, that's not a good example. Characters whose names are clearly supposed to start with one letter, start with a letter that the Japanese pronounce it, and blah blah blah.
No, one of these guys might be that TNT.
I'm hoping so.
But I also don't think that it is. Now that I'm looking at another screen and seeing a screenshot of the TNT robot.
Oh, Zerfall's cheating. Cheat hacks.
I'm actually screen looking. I'm looking at another screen. Ah.
He's a bum looker.
What is this, GoldenEye? Stop screen looking.
I miss me some couch multiplayer, damn it.
Do you know what I don't miss about that? Is that I was good enough at that game that I didn't need to screen look, but no matter how good you were, they just assumed you were.
I never played GoldenEye specifically. I'm aware that it is a classic of the genre, but yeah, Bobo and I is a little tykes just sitting there playing same screen multiplayer stuff, and now it's like you can't find freaking games that let you do that. They're like, oh yeah, this has got great multiplayer. You need 2 PS4s and you need to be in 2 separate states playing on PlayStation Network for a subscription
does
fee.
Not work. Yeah. Steam has a new, or not, I don't know how new it is, but you can actually...
To move rocks, you need oil, nitroglycerin, the white key, and red key. I think this guy's just going to tell us blue key is for closers.
Yeah. Blue key is for babies.
No, closers. It's a totally different... Never mind.
Nope, he's like, oh, you need every item in the game?
Well, I hope you feel real good about yourself, Mr. I've got time to grind Black Paladin or Black Knight Cecil up, even though I know he's gonna get back to level 14 when he becomes a paladin or whatever. Sorry.
He just doesn't have the work experience as a paladin.
For whatever reason, I was Googling, because I was kind of curious, I Googled whether the latest Final Fantasy game involved a lot of grinding, and I kept finding articles about some guy who was semi-famous on the internet for grinding up Cecil as a Dark Knight, which is apparently really not something you need to do. If you want to be thorough, the blue key is handy. Yeah, so these are the robots who reveal that you're wasting your freaking time looking for that blue key.
And this is definitely not the way we need to go to find that. I was mistaken.
The future is mistaken. The future is mistaken. Alright. Let's continue our desperate efforts to run.
Wherever we found the red key is where we need to go.
Quick, guys, watch previous videos and then tell us in the comments of this one where we should go. And by the time we read it, 6 videos from now, we'll be like, oh yeah, we should have listened to Ald. He told us where to go.
Well, somewhere around here is the Nitroglycerin robot, and that is definitely a...
Master Fire is key to Lost Continent. Bring forth Master Fire.
Master Fire is, of course, a stick of dynamite. Oh, hey, go to the right here. I think this is the one now.
You're definitely thinking that it's some water off to the right of something.
Yes.
I suppose everything is to the right of something else in a spherical world.
But this world is a torus. Because we can fly off the top and come back to the bottom.
Mm. Wait, what? This world is a what?
A torus, like a donut shape.
Because we can fly off the top of the world.
Because when you go off the top of the map, you come up to off the north. You come to the south. It has to be a torus instead of a sphere.
No, it just means that the
it's tubular, man.
No, it means that there's no apparently this planet's got suns on every side, so there's no cold poles. So like the South Pole. Never mind. I guess you're right. Maybe.
Somewhere around here is...
I'm confusing myself now. It's like, wait.
There's an animated GIF somewhere of how RPG worlds work. That's where we need the dynamite.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that. So like, okay, so like if somebody made an RPG set in the real world,
if you went off like
you went off
Canada, you would come down on Russia.
You couldn't go so far south in like Argentina that you cross over Antarctica and pop up. Oh yeah, because you'd go straight through Antarctica. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's not. You're right.
The physics makes no sense in these worlds.
No, I'm just like you. Wow. No, I'm not sure that this had ever occurred to me before. What we need is an RPG set and a Mercator projection. Then it will make sense. And finally, Alaska will be revealed for how huge it really is.
This still isn't the place either. I have no idea where the heck we went.
Well, the problem is that we're... I'm now disoriented because I'm trying to figure out how RPG game maps work. I think it really is located somewhere in, like, the Arctic Circle, which isn't properly captured in this game world.
Yeah. This guy's the only one that's a threat.
Yeah, and he's really like it's really just irritating. Like if he did kill the party member, it'd be like, all right, fine, finish him off and then revive him. There's no possibility of a party wipe with this guy.
Well, I think he only slam dunks the once too.
Yeah, no, it's
ever.
Well, not ever. Only once per fight. I guess I'm assuming it's the same guy coming back over and over. So,
oh,
level 69.
Nice.
Oh, this brings us up into a new area-ish. No, it doesn't.
What happens if you go down?
Well, you end up in the north side of the world.
Mm. Oh, there's bridges. Oh, okay.
We
I
did
know where
this
is. Okay,
before,
so we gotta go up.
I don't think
and then
this
back
is...
to the. Yeah.
Unless
These
one
are
of
just
these
guys that
guys...
are like, flip that switch, bitch.
All my bitches
Whoa,
are
calm down,
switches.
robots. And then that opened that door, and we got the red key. No, I don't know what we got there.
We got unwanted lesson on how donut worlds work.
Well, there's only one quadrant. I guess not quadrant. Trident.
So what started this? Was like the Ultima world maps fucked up, or was it Final Fantasy 1? Where
I
did
think
this...
Final Fantasy 1 was messed up.
I know Final Fantasy 1 was messed up. I'm wondering if it was the first. I don't really know the Ultima games that well, but I know that they had world maps and that they predate Final Fantasy. All
Yeah,
just like cannot believe our ignorance right now. It's like,
well, because I can't remember Ultima 1 exactly, because I know eventually you get a flying machine, but I can't remember if you actually can go anywhere of note off the edge of the world, or if you just have to use it to go somewhere specific right away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking there were like Dungeons and Dragons. Well, no, the Dungeons. One thing I actually always liked about Dungeons and Dragons, not that I played any of the games, but they didn't like jump from world to world and have like different planets most of the time. It was like, yeah, this game's set on the Sword Coast. The Sword Coast is on the same planet as this other continent, but there's enough shit going on one continent that we can tell a story that can be contained there.
Yeah. Heck, half the time, with the early ones, it was like, hey, this is the city this is happening in, and there's a dungeon nearby.
Yeah.
Get to your first-person mode and start mapping.
I think maybe
Man,
Dragon
I bet you the snake leads to where we need to go. I want to find this mouse.
Maybe Dragon Warrior started it, because Dragon Warrior busted out, like, a world map.
But did it even have an airship?
No, and that's the thing. It had, like, a world map, but then the next game was like,
worked.
okay, the next game, here's the world map from Dragon Warrior, but there's going to be shit on all four sides of it, because the world is going to continue to go. Except that at that one, I think you had an airship, so you could fly around. Maybe. I think Ald might have done those. Ald has, like, so many freaking RPG LPs that I'm just like, I don't have enough time to watch all the stuff on his channel that I would like to watch. And sadly, Ald, I'm afraid that the, in the last couple of weeks at least, my answer to I don't have time to watch all the stuff that I want to watch is don't watch any of it. And I'm sorry, that's not cool. That's kind of, that's how it's been more or less since I got through all of the, oh, what the hell's the name of it? Xenosaga. The Xeno stuff. The big blue cyber boob games.
I had some time off work, but...
You're watching what now, sorry?
I said I had a chance to catch up on some things, or make a chunk out of my backlog watching done, because I had some time off recently, but I also find it very amusing that you're one to complain about somebody posting too much content.
Too much RPGs on your channel.
Stop! Go back up! Man,
even I don't remember the fucking plot of Tales of Vesperia at this point. It's like 800 videos long. I remember the characters. I don't remember a damn thing any of them actually did.
Well, they murdered people.
They sure did.
That's for sure.
Guild of Murderers. I got somebody so mad. He was like breaking out these detailed explanations.
Hey, stop. Turn to the right. Somewhere around here. Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We never would have figured this shit out.
Who would?
Well, you know, I probably would have hit a point where I was like literally searching every wall when I was a kid, but you can go ahead and do this voice.
Where, mommy? Oh, I want my mommy. Where? I'm lost. Oh, where? I beg you. Oh, take me to my mommy's house. Squeak. No, you will die here alone and nameless. Oh, but I have a name.
Not anymore.
Well, you people seem as dirty old monsters. Squeak.
Okay.
But down.
There's like no chance that this makes a difference. I'm like, don't decline the first time. I might get a lesser reward.
You get back to the mom. It's like, Mommy, these people were jerks. Don't give them anything. Squeak. Yeah, you people are not monsters. Oh, squeak.
Why would you think? Oh, we teleport here.
It warps you back right away. Sweet. That's the easiest escort quest I've ever done. way, squeak!
So tell me, Zerf, when you were doing these escort quests, were they kind of like high-class escort quests, or
You
more
know
like
it was. There were hundreds of gold pieces rewards.
not like a $20 escort quest?
Not like $20 escort quest. This one's the other mouse.
Or was it? Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, yes! Well, that's a little too excited right there. Yes, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, you're safe already. You're home again, thank God. Oh, Mommy has been so worried. Oh, yes. Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, squeak.
Well, don't wander off again, or you'll be in big trouble. Oh, yes, you will, young man.
Ooh. Oh, yes, mommy. Oh, squeak, squeak.
Oh, I guess his Mother Mouse is more threatening than I realized. Everyone, I believe that you located my missing child. To show my gratitude, let me give you a blue key. Oh, wow! Completionists, eh? By the way, I know why you're here. Please be safe out there. And good luck. Everyone is counting on you heroes. Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She knows why we're here and how important it is to the world.
But
She's
she
not
wouldn't
giving
give us the blue key
on-
before. People get crazy about their kids. What luck. Avatar got the blue key. If I ever have kids, I'll be like, hey, my child is missing, but here's a blue key. You can just have it. I don't care. I don't need your help.
You find it along the way, good enough, but,
Far below this temple, a huge landmass is said to exist. Is it really true?
well, I hope so, unless it's a Hall of Earth. Oh, I promise I won't wander off again. Squeak! Oh!
I wonder if behind that blue door there's like a poisonon or a godly treat.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. You found -2 godly treats. Wait, what? Inventory goes down.
You found a vacuum that sucks up 2 godly treats.
Way to be completionist, suckers.
You found
You
the
haven't
mascot
truly-
dress sphere. Way to go!
You haven't truly 100% of this game unless you fall for every trap that there is. You didn't get poisoned by every needle inside of a stump? Sucker.
Loser. Flush C. Use the blue key. Hey, we had Omega Mail. Did I see Omega Mail? Hold on. Omega Destroyer.
Web 2.
After open the treasure chest. Super! You found the sun hat. Oh, that's totally
Aw.
worth it.
Keeps you from getting, heat stroke when you're out in the sun.
The Leo sword. Yeah, we don't really have hats as like helmets as a thing, so
Well, if we look at the item, it might tell us. I wonder if you can, if it like tells you who can equip it when you select the item in item mode.
if it's a single-use item that like fire damage, MP plus 15 can't be used here.
Jerks. All the good SNES RPGs tell you who can equip it when you click on a equipable item.
This is like Paladin's Quest all over again with the Puthdrup item. I'm like, what the fuck is a Puthdrup?
Who can wear the sun hat?
Thank you for being like. I guess they weren't kidding when they said this is only for completionists.
It's like no one can wear the sun hat, but if you're a completionist, you need to have it in your inventory.
Maybe it's considered armor. Maybe it's a weapon. What the hell?
Nobody knows where it was or where it came from,
Nobody knows.
but it gave you plus 15 MP.
who they were or what they were doing. I don't suppose you can look it up in the Jap zone.
I'm trying to, but you know how well this thing lines up.
We are such ingrates. This listing somebody made for free of everything you need to know about this game is mildly inconvenient to use. Fuck you.
That's more than mildly inconvenient. It's literally unusable because by the time you get to the bottom of a chart where a sun cape or sun hat would be,
You've
there
got
is no.
You've got 3 things on either side going up or down that you figure out the sun hat is one of those things.
Well, no, because by the time you get to the bottom, it's off by like 10 items.
Oh.
Also, the sun hat is not considered an item, an equipable item by him.
He probably never got the blue key. He's not a completionist like we are.
Well, I mean, I hope he got it because he.
He explained how to get it. It's the only
he
reason
explained
that
how
we
to
know.
get it, so.
Fucking hate these guys. I'm so sick of them.
Oh, it's an accessory. That's probably why. Accessories aren't equipment. What are you thinking? Why
Well,
would you
I think
that?
it's got to be an accessory because there's no slot for helmets.
Only Tokia can wear it.
What?
Only Tokia can wear it.
So we just... Well, the game told us the blue key's only for... I mean, the game flat out told us, look, don't waste your time with this shit unless it bugs you not to find everything. They were right.
I wonder if that was just the translators. That someone was like, "There's a great item behind the blue key door," and someone else, and then the translators were like, "You know what? Let's be honest with these people. It's not that great."
This thing is the
Only
biggest.
completionists want
This thing is the biggest scam since the Affordable Care Act. But who calls it that? It's Obamacare.
Yep, Tokia. Dang. I was hoping that when I changed the formatting, I would be off by 1, and it turns out Babu could use it, but no.
It's actually used for Garu. Equip this item and suddenly you can do his side quest that you've been trying to get to work. You have nitroglycerin. Robot has excitement chip. Pass nitro to me.
Whoa! Does that mean that he is a little excited? Is that an excitement chip in your pocket, or are you just happy to see some nitro?
Achieving maximum girth of excitement chip. This is exciting stuff, folks, and I think this is exciting enough that it's going to draw the viewers back for the next video. Certainly now that the mystery of the blue key has been solved, we need something to be our hook for next time. Thrill as you wonder, what All Dragon LPs will they reveal they didn't watch in the next video? I'm sorry. Oh man, by the end of Xenosaga, I was like... Xenosaga 3, I was like, okay, I never did quite figure out what was going on. But now I know I never will, because it's literally out of opportunities for me to understand what's happening.
I'll tell you what's going on with Old Dragon. He started a new series on Stellaris, and I was like, oh man, I'm totally going to watch this. And then on the first day, he already posted 2 videos. I'm like, I have a hard enough time with 1 video a day. What are you posting 2 for?
I went out and bought Stellaris, and now I can't find time to actually play it.
I don't really want to watch the series. He's going to turn into robots.
Well, I keep getting beaten up by the lizard guys in the breather helmets. who, as you pointed out, because I've never gotten far enough to see it, you have breather helmets even if you find them as a primitive species. All right. Well, the vague promise that, hey, maybe we can get together and play Stellaris sometime online is the thing that I keep mentioning to the guy who's trying to fix my computer, my PC. So.
If you fix it, we'll do it.
Well, we'll play it. It'll be great. All right, folks. So next time, nitroglycerin, robot excitements, robot erections. You've got it all to look forward to.
A large stick of TNT.
You get to watch this robot's excitement chip explode next time. Bye-bye.